thing about college, man, you got to be, you have to be resilient, you know, because like you say, you're in an environment to where you pretty much, this is your pre-adult stages. You know, you finally get a taste of freedom. You're not at mama's house. You know, you're on your own. You know, nobody's going to wake you up to go to class. Nobody's going to make you do your homework. Nobody's going to make you study for the test. Nobody's going to make you stay in your dorm room and not go to parties and everything like that. So learning and understanding that, you know, you got to build up your mental muscle. Yeah. And you got to understand that, hey, look, there's going to be some challenges in college like no other. And at that moment, you're going to have to learn how to put your big boy pants on. Yeah. And I know most people is you got to go into college just like anything else. You got to go on with a plan, you know. And I know me, my freshman year, you know, I was just so happy to be in college. You know, I had barely graduated high school. I had really barely got in college, and I didn't have the grades to go to the schools I wanted to go to. You know, by the grace of God, I was able to get into college. So I had my mind set that, look, I messed up in high school. I was able to get it together at the end. Now I'm focused on my future, and I'm committed to staying focused in school. So my freshman year, that was my goal. Stay focused, stay focused. That was my game plan. Because like I say, as a college student, you got to have a game plan going in, and you got to make sure that you got some goals when you're going into college. So my main thing was stay focused. So on Friday nights and even on Thursday nights, when my roommate and even my brother, because my brother he and I was a freshman at the same time. I actually sat out of high school for a year, and then I started to go off to college. I stayed at home for a year, took the SAT, worked a little bit, put a little money in my pocket. Because like I say, at the time, once high school was over, I didn't have the opportunity to go to college. I didn't have the finances to go. And a lot of it was because of my grades. Right. You know, I didn't have the scholarship opportunities. So my mindset was like, look, Reggie, focus. So while they were partying on Friday night, I would be literally sitting at my desk doing homework. And I would see my roommate and his brothers was upperclassmen, his cousins. They would come in the room. They were spraying on their cologne. They were fixing their waves, and they was talking about how they was gonna have a good time. They was putting breath mints in their pocket, and they was just talking about all the fun they was gonna have. And he looked over at me like, Reg, you ain't going out to party? What's up? I said, man, look, I got work to do. Like, nah, I'm not going to party. My mindset was focused on get my work done. You know, I had a mission was to come into college, stay focused, graduate, and get a job and go on with my life. See, what happens is a lot of people don't have a plan coming into college. Right. And some people don't have, you know, they get a taste of all that freedom and they just lose their mind. Man, they lose their mind. You know, matter of fact, I knew some people personally who flunked out of college after the first semester because all they did was party. Like they didn't have any priorities. They didn't have a plan. But I had a plan. I said, you know, I'm gonna stay focused. On Friday nights, I was studying. And they like, man, you ain't gonna enjoy. I said, look, if I study now and get all my work done now, I got the rest of my weekend to enjoy. I can go out Saturday, I can go out later Friday. But I was pressured a little bit, but I was like, you know what? I can't shift from my plan. You know, you got to stay focused on whatever your plan is as a college student. You got to come in with a plan and some expectations. And after my freshman year, I had a 3.8 GPA. Now, you got to understand this in high school. I wasn't making A's and B's in high school. Right. My senior year, I had a 1.9 GPA, and I got kicked off the baseball team my senior year. I almost didn't graduate. I barely got into college. And then when I got to college, that's why I said, you know, I got to take advantage of this opportunity. I can't waste it. I can't squander it. I was very fortunate to be in the position I was in. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna stay focused, and me being focused, it paid off. Yeah. And when I was focused, I didn't worry about the distractions. I didn't worry about the females, you know, because in college I went to HBCU, and man, you know, black women are some of the greatest, God's most precious creations. But I let that distract me. I had to stay focused because I was committed to myself and I was committed to my plan, and I realized what I came to do. you know. But a lot of college students come in, they make that mistake. They just jump into the partying right away. They jump into relationship. They see some guys come in, they see the girls, and they go, oh, all these girls. Oh man, what a girls' dorm at, man? Let's go hang out. You know, their mind was messed up. I said, look, man, you in college. I mean, like, you should be here to get your education first. The girls will be there. The partying will be there. The clubs, man, the freebie for 10 is gonna be there all year. You got time, man. You know, so I tell young people to get focused. And then also I tell them to surround themselves with some like-minded individuals, you know, that's gonna help encourage them and push them, you know, to stay focused.